Market behavior, how to read it. Okay. Before we place trades, we need to understand and we need to identify the market structure correctly. We need to have idea what the current bias is. And when I'm looking at the chart like this and the day start with a range-like structure and a sell-off, I know that I can no longer take into consideration the range structure because the sell-off right now is the current bias. This is the most recent and strongest bias. So as I see market pushing lower and price keeps pushing below exponential moving average, I'm going to look for my pattern. I'm going to look for my trend line because this is the key entry point. This is where the high probability setup will occur. I don't just want to sell anywhere while the market is pushing lower. I want to sell at a very specific place, and this specific place will be a trend line. Okay, market geometry is a real thing. So in order for me to find my trend line, I'm going to use the first two swings like this. I'm just going to copy it, put it at the bottom, and first two swings will set up the trend line and third swing will confirm it. So once market is pushing lower and we broke above the exponential moving average, I'm looking if I can see a bounce of this trend line because this would confirm that this key entry point is valid and I can get a bounce. I have a bullish bar, but I cannot sell below bullish bar. I want to see a bearish bar. Do I get a bearish bar? I have a nice bearish bar. So this is a fourth confirmation of this downtrend, and also this is the first bar that closed above the exponential moving average in such a long time since the downtrend started. So this is the EMA gap bar. So this would be the first high probability setup for the day. Now, price strongly pushed higher, which was caused by the news. And take a look how market is reversing strongly up. After you get a break, you expect the new stream to be formed. That's what you expect according to trendline rules. But the structure is changing. Now you have to adapt to the bullish structure. Why? Why I'm no longer looking for shorts? I would be tempted to look for shorts here because you're still quite close to the trend line. But once market created another leg up, look how far away you're from this overall downtrend. You have to switch the gears now. You cannot no longer hold on to idea of getting a new extreme. Sometimes you may just not get a new extreme. That can happen. So you're focusing on the bullish structure right now. So as the market is pushing higher, you see a break, you expect new extreme to be formed according to trendline rules, and you expect two-legged pullback to the exponential moving average, but you never get the two-legged pullback to the exponential moving average. All you get is a bullish flag, and you get a market structure that is pushing higher. A lot of times after spike and the last final flag, there's going to be a pattern called spike and a channel, and this is what I decided to draw. Unfortunately, it never came into play. The market just strongly reversed down. However, this is a still bullish structure. This is still too steep, still strong move up, still above EMA, and you're still far down. So you're expecting to find some bigger patterns. So you're looking for bigger patterns. This fits nicely at the top, but by the time market will get all the way down here, you're most likely going to be in a bearish downtrend. So this is a bullish structure, but right now you cannot find a bigger pattern, just like you found here. So you're sitting patiently, and as you see market pushing lower, you want to see a nice two-legged pullback at the EMA because second entry short in downtrend at key entry point is a high probability setup, and second entry long in uptrend at key entry point is a high probability setup. However, you get a first entry long that instantly failed, and you get a second entry long and nice bullish bar. However, you close below EMA, and if I'm going to go long, I need to see price to hold above EMA, and I want to see bullish momentum. Also, I have this downtrend that is in play. The trendline rules work not only for the bigger patterns, but also for the short-term ones. So this downtrend hasn't played out yet. Instead, what I have, and I anticipate if I get a strong push above EMA, and now I anticipate second higher low or failed second entry short. I have a strong bullish momentum. This is good. This is confirming the overall bullish bias. I have a high low setup. This is a break of this downtrend, attempt to create new extreme, but new extreme cannot be formed. Why? Because the EMA is holding price. Okay, and now at the same time, this swing created a trend line, and higher low keeps confirming the trend line. So this is a confirmation setup of this two-legged pullback, which was not good because the downtrend was in play and was below EMA. And this was a nice setup. This was my first trade for the day. Look at this quick, easy scalp, strong bullish bar. EMA is holding price, and look what you have. You have a new extreme. So this is where you reset the count, and you have a first entry short, pullback, second entry short. This is a two-legged pullback. Two attempts to sell by the sellers, but the structure is bullish. So any attempt to sell, any second entry to sell, you're betting on is going to fail. So this is now a high probability setup, but you're quite not close to the EMA, and you're going long directly into this double top. It worked, and it is a decent entry. It's very close for me to market. But given those two things, I'm a little bit hesitant, but this was still gorgeous entry because trend line kept holding price. You know what? Because of the double tap and you're not touching the EMA, I'm still a little bit hesitant, but the trend line kept holding nicely. The structure is still bullish. That's the important thing. You're still above EMA. I took my runner here at 12 points and I left another 10 points on the table, but that's what happens. You have a first break of this uptrend. So you're expecting for price to give you a two-legged pullback and you expect to get a new extreme, but price never looked bad. And look at this strong move down. And this is the same pattern right here, or similar context, let's say, because here you move way too far up to expect new extreme, and now you moved way too far down to expect new extreme. This is a range: downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, and in ranges you may just not get new extreme. That can happen. This is one of those days. So when you see such a strong push below EMA, you're no longer looking for new high, you're switching the gears. You're anticipating now the second entry short at the EMA. You get a second entry short, but it's not at the key entry point. So this is not a high probability setup yet. Instead, you're just waiting. And why are you waiting here? Because you have a 20 bars stacked without any clear direction. This is an indecision. This is a congestion. This is a small little trading range, and you're just sitting patiently here. What would be the high probability pattern here? Is it short or is it long? Well, nothing in this trading range just yet. You're hoping for price will push above this trading range, give you a breakout, and you would be fading the breakout because most breakouts according to rules will fail. And look, yesterday we had similar pattern: downtrend, strong congestion, price broke to the upside and EMA held, and this is now the failed breakout, and most breakouts of trading ranges will fail. So this is what you're expecting in this structure. Unfortunately, you never get a failed breakout. Market just pushed lower, and once you have a break and a new extreme, no short is safe. So market is pushing back above EMA, and this is now a range structure. The range, this tiny little range, has extended. So when you see a range structure like this, the rules say that you buy low and you sell high. You're drawing the short-term trend lines, you have a break and a new extreme, and also you have a first leg, pullback, second leg up, which tells you that the uptrend is over, especially with the break and a new extreme. You have a failed breakout, not a bad entry, but I think it's a little bit too early. But then you get a lower high confirmation of this failed breakout, and then you even get the first entry long, second entry long failure. Market strongly push lower. I didn't take any entry here. I didn't want to take no entry in this consolidation. I was just sitting on my hands patiently. But you playing the range rules, you keep drawing the trend lines, you have a break, new extreme form, and even though common sense tells you, look at the strong move down, look at the move down, you want to keep selling. No, during trading ranges, you want to buy low and sell high, and you want to fade the breakouts. It goes against common sense, but this is what you have to do. So what is the market behavior now? Well, it is clearly a sideways movement without any clear direction. So if you're not sure, you're sitting patient, but you expect for price to go all the way from these lows all the way up here. So when I'm watching this, I'm anticipating failed second entry short. This is the new low. First attempt to sell, push above EMA indicating bullish momentum. Good. I want to see a second entry short failure. Good, it happened, but look how it looks. Stacked, big bearish bar followed by a bullish bar. Yes, but the bullish bar, half of the body is a bearish stem. And you cannot go long here. Even though it worked, I really want to go long, but I just horrible signal bars. I just waited. And now you have a strong push higher, and you don't want to be no longer fading the breakouts because this is now a different structure. You came from the failed breakout. It can generate strong momentum, and you push way too far up. And now this is a bullish structure. So we as traders are expecting a second entry long because we don't want to just keep buying anywhere on the chart. We don't want to buy in its push phase. We want to buy in its pullback phase. And this is a new high, first entry long, but you're expecting a second entry long and you never get it. Instead, market just keeps pushing higher, just keeps pushing higher. You have a break of this down uptrend. You expect new extreme to be formed. But if I want to go long, once again, EMA has to hold price. I need to see a confirmation of bullish momentum. I get a new first entry long, second entry long, but it's below EMA. I cannot go long here. And look what happened. This is why you see and you wait for price, how the EMA will hold price. Okay. So at this point on, the structure in the market is trading range because there is no clear direction. Move up, move down, move up, move down. So only thing you have to do is you play the short-term trend lines and I see a break. So I'm naturally again anticipating new extreme to be formed. But I want to sell on a second entry short, and I never get second entry short. I get a push up, I get a push down, and I have a push up. Very confusing market right here, very confusing area. And if you're watching this and thinking that, oh, I probably am not a great trader because I just didn't take any entry. No, that it's completely the opposite. You are a good trader because you're not being ruled by the emotions. You're not being too greedy. You're not forcing trades that are not there. You're only waiting on the high probability setup. That is a sign of a mature trader. And this is what you need to do if you want to be consistently profitable. If you keep taking bad entries and you keep forcing trades, you can make money here and there, but it will, in the long term, it will bite you. So I didn't take any entry right here. There are a couple of decent entries, but I truly believe it is better to sit on your hands when you're not sure and wait for those 2-3 easy trades throughout the day. They are going to be there when you're not guessing, and the probability is really high that they're going to work. So you know you're not a bad trader if you're not taking any trades here. On the contrary, you're being very mature trader. You're not giving your money away on the bad entries. You're just focusing and being patient. You have a strong move up, break, new extreme, which still the uptrend played out, and then you have a push to the downside. This lower high was very tempting to sell, but it closed way too close to the EMA, and there's a bullish stem at the bottom. Had it closed a little bit higher and was a little bit smaller, I liked it, but not like this. And here is the pivotal moment for the structure. If this is a trading range, price is going to push below EMA and continue working lower. Instead, EMA completely held and created another strong leg up. This indicated that the buyers are now in control. I'm not looking for shorts, and I'm looking for, once again, second entry long, like I've been looking this entire time and I never got one. Let's see if I can get this now. I have to respect the short and downtrend. I have a first entry long, break, new extreme telling me that the sellers are no longer in control, and a second entry long, but it triggered below EMA and above bearish bar. Can I go long here? Can it trigger above this bullish bar? Even though the risk would have been gigantic, this is a double bar entry, so probably not would have entered anyway. But will it work? It won't. There is no trigger. Then you get a failed second entry long. But remember, what is the structure? Very bullish. The downtrend played out. So if anything, I would like a high low. And look what you get. Tiny little bar, high low that worked. When I was watching this live, I didn't take it because look how the EMA is flat. It's getting quite stacked, but I should have pulled the trigger. Really looking good here, so especially when it's such a small bar. But like, take a look. Once you get another move up, this is now a confirming. Look how you're pushing higher. Strong bullish momentum. So you're going to find a wider channel. You cannot rely on this tiny little shorter channel. That's not proportionate. Once you see multiple legs working higher and higher, there's a bigger pattern in play. So the structure for the market is bullish. EMA is pointing up, price keeps creating higher highs, high lows, and if I want to stay on the right side of the market, I'm just looking for longs. I'm not picking a top, and I want to see second entry long at the EMA. I have a new high, first entry long, and I never get second entry long again. So you just keep sitting here the entire day without a good entry, and that's just part of the game. That just happens. I have a break of this uptrend, but take a look. This break was very short. The bigger patterns a lot of times require a deeper corrections. You cannot get a break and just instantly a new high on such a bigger pattern. Also, the downtrend is in play. This is why we keep drawing the downtrends. Look what would have happened. You would have gotten trapped. This is only a first entry, and then you get a second entry long, but it's below EMA. You're waiting patiently. Now you have a strong bullish momentum being confirmed by the 3 big bullish bars and push above EMA. This is good. So there's a break. You expect a new extreme to be formed, and what are the best setups? You can either get high low confirmation setup of this two-legged pullback, or you can get the failed second entry short. Both are decent. You get a high low here, and then you get a first entry short, second entry short failure. Gorgeous bullish bar above EMA. This was my second trade for the day. I only took this trade and this trade, and take a look how long I've been sitting here without any entry, and that is required if you just want to wait for the best setups of the day. Of course, there are a little bit more setups that I should have pulled the trigger, but you never go wrong being patient and waiting for the good trades. and unfortunately runner got stopped. But take a look, break, new extreme formed, which means uptrend is over temporarily at least. You expect correction or straight up reversal. So even though you get a two-legged pullback, this is the trap at the very end of the trend that will trap a lot of beginner traders who just blindly take two-legged pullbacks. You need to let the correction play out. You cannot go long after new high at the very end of the move. And market is correcting, and there are two options here. We're either going to push higher or we're going to push lower and reverse. So market decided that they push higher, and this is where you're going to find a flatter channel because the trend is continuing. Okay, you're pushing higher, you have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, confirming the trend line. But if you're not sure, downtrend also played out with the break and a new low. You get a high low. Once again, same thing right here. And can you get a failed second entry short? No, you never unfortunately got second entry short failure above exponential moving average. So, and this is where it's starting to be a little bit confusing. You're expecting a new high, at the same time downtrend seems strong. You have a break of this uptrend, new extreme form. You have a new low, first entry short, second entry short failure, but you cannot go long directly into this trend line. You cannot go long directly into this trend line, but then you have this bearish bar and you have a triple top right here. I kind of like it now. This was marked in hindsight, but when you have the triple top, uptrend played out with the break and new extreme, big bearish bar, it seems like a decent entry. But this is where it's starting to be a little bit confusing because, you know, downtrend played out, you're pushing back above the EMA, starting to get very range-like. You have a break, micro move to a new extreme. You have a first entry long, second entry long failure, which would be tempting had it closed below EMA. But, you know, right now this is very confusing. Downtrend played out with the break and a new low, uptrend played out with the break and a new high. So you cannot take this second entry long after new high was formed into resistance. If anything, you want to go short, but it is so stacked, horrible bars. You just have to stay patient in this congestion. Market just keeps chopping, and then market suddenly broke lower, and we strongly kept pushing to the downside until you eventually have a break and a new extreme formed, which tells you once again downtrend is most likely over. Then you have a first entry short pullback, a second entry short, but you have no trigger below this bar, no trigger below this bar, and you have this inside bar again. By the time you have plenty bars stacked, even though this would have worked for a scalp, I'm still not marking it because there are 10 bars stacked completely next to each other. And once you have a break and a new low, you really want to see a nice setup. You cannot just go short here. If anything, it may be tempting to go long here. But market keeps pushing higher, keeps pushing higher. You're expecting a second entry long. You get a first break, but you only get a first entry long. Now, this is a decent higher low. I kind of like this trade, even though you have a break and a new high here. This is one of those trades that I really feel is decent entry. If I look at it like this, big bullish bar, then you definitely have a break and another leg to a new extreme. So you're sitting patiently, you have a break and a new low. You don't have this trend line yet, by the way. So if anything, you're thinking that market is most likely going to push lower, but in fact, it's completely pushing higher. And now when you see this many small bars working higher, this tells you that once again, there is a bigger pattern. And at the very end of the day, you have a break. You have a new high, first entry long, break, new low, indicating that the downtrend is no longer in control, is no longer working, and a second entry long, two-legged pullback to key entry point, high probability setup. Too bad you didn't get this setup earlier. You had to wait the entire day to get a nice two-legged pullback at the key entry point. But overall, there were a couple of decent setups. You had to sit here this entire time, especially if you miss this trade right here or this trade right here. You basically sit here the entire day just to get a few decent entries at the very end of the day, and that's just part of trading. Sometimes you're going to be done within 30 minutes early, and sometimes you have to sit here 3 hours. So I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna see you guys next one. Take care, buddy.